I've got a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old stepson.
I'm going to pause it right there. Keyword, stepson. Also, pay attention to the ages before we even get further into the video, because I'm reacting to this video just like you guys are reacting to this video or consuming it. I want to point out these key things. Stepson, 18 and 21. So he's married to their mom, more than likely. And obviously they're living with him, the mom, not with their biological father, clearly.
I had to go in that bedroom and clean it, yo. I went and cleaned them. These are grown men. I washed their dishes.
You can already tell where this video is going. Stepson, 18, 21. Like I said, they're living with him and his wife. Children from a previous marriage or relationship. So they're not living with their biological father. And he's going in their room and cleaning their rooms, doing the dishes, because his wife's 18-year-old and 21-year-old can't clean up after themselves. I'm already questioning why is the 21-year-old still at the house? He's not in college. Didn't acquire a trade. Doesn't have an apartment. Not out there on your own already. 21. I was gone after high school. Straight to undergrad. Full ride scholarship. My family wasn't rich. Wasn't even middle class. Poverty. But I knew if I compounded good decision after good decision, I'll be able to put myself in a really good position. I was able to do that. And I'm the oldest of four. And none of my siblings after me made the same decisions I made. I'm the only one out of four. 25%. It was almost 50%, but that's another story. But these are some of the things that I think men need to think about when they're considering getting into a relationship with women that have children from a previous marriage. It really truly matters, man. Make good decisions. Try to think about some of the issues that may arise. Ask questions. Hey, how is the co-parenting with the father? And depending on how old the kids are, is it not possible for the kids to go live with the father? Because when it comes to boys, young men, half the time they don't respect stepfathers, depending on how they raised. And I can tell already based on what he said, they go mimic what they see from their parents, and that's a lack of respect. If they're not keeping their rooms clean and if he's needing to do their dishes, he wants his home in order, and they're not accomplishing that as young adults, I can already tell that their decision making is a bit iffy. There's no way I would be able to allow that. I really don't care if I was married to their mom. They would be out of the house. They would be out of the house, and I really wouldn't be asking what her opinion on that is. I would just let her know. They disrespectful, they're not keeping the house clean, and they of age, they gotta go. They can go stay with their dad or stay with a family member.
We get all in my face. He's like, yo, f your rules, is what he said. He says, f your rules. I said, you gotta step up and try and do something with these boys. She flipped the fuck out.
Two things, see what I'm saying? Then I just say, young men, teenagers, 18, 21, when it comes to stepdads, they don't care. Fuck his rules. In his own house? Fuck your rules? Those are fighting words. getting in my face. And it seems like he kept his composure because he ain't say nothing about. He ended up dropping one of them. He ended up yoking one of them up. He didn't say any of that. He went directly to his wife like, hey, I'm going to need you to step up. I'm going to need your help. Do something with these kids. And what was this woman's first reaction? She flipped out. That should let you know already where you stand. It's the mom, the 18-year-old, and the 21-year-old against you, the husband. The guy that's providing not only for her, but for her gritty kids, messy kids. And even though he's trying to communicate with them effectively, set some boundaries and set some rules, the only thing he getting in return is fuck your rules and flipping out and getting flipped out on by his own wife. It'll be over for me right then and there because I'm not dealing with that. Like I'm beyond the point to where I'm about to, especially as a grown man, I'm not about to be dealing with that from a grown woman and her children. For real. Men need to seriously consider these things before getting into a relationship with a woman who has children from a previous marriage or relationship, especially if the children aren't real respected, they wasn't raised with any type of integrity, morals, and depending on how old they are. If these are very young children, like I'm talking about 5 and under, I mean, you got a lot of time to help mold the children, instill some respect, responsibility, integrity into them. And that's if she even allows you to do that, because a lot of the times the mom still be wanting you to, by proximity, help care for them, but don't want you to really discipline them. She wants to leave that to the biological father. If that was the case, the biological father they need to be living with the biological father then. There needs to be a 50-50 joint custody to where they're spending a lot of time with him and not a lot of time at my house if I can't discipline them. Matter of fact, if I can't discipline the kids, and it doesn't have to involve anything physical, talking to them, boundaries, clear boundaries, I cannot be with that woman then. I don't want to be around no woman to the point to where she's expecting me to not only take care of her and by means of close proximity provide for her children, but I'm not able to discipline them at all, because I'm not going to be accepting no disrespect from no kids. I don't care. He's real good. He ain't say nothing about yoking the boy up or anything.
Yeah, automatically stood up. It was always something about my boys, and she running there. She's like, and now like I'm like fucking like the baddest fucking guy ever. You know what I'm saying? I just packed my shit and came over with my sisters, yo, because this shit is crazy, yo.
Wow. Flipped out on him. Fuck you. There's always something to do with my kids. It definitely sounds like it's 3 against 1 to the point to where he needed to pack his things. Or he didn't need to. He decided to pack his things and just separate himself from the situation and went to his sister's house. I know to most, that probably just seems like something small, and it's possible you could possibly work through that, have a conversation. But if I talk to her children and they come to me and they say, fuck your rules, and I'm cleaning up their rooms and doing their dishes, and I try to go communicate with my wife and say, hey, I need your help to step up, talk to your boys, let's create some boundaries, and she pop up and say, fuck you, it's always something with my children, and goes to them and say, yo, let's pack our things and get the hell out of here so we don't have to deal with this, I would have made sure that they packed their things and they left so that they didn't have to deal with it. Why? Because I wouldn't have to deal with it no more either. I want my peace. And if it's my house, Why would I don't understand why he wanted. I don't understand why he packed his things and he left. Went to his sister's house. Probably because he didn't want a situation where, you know, they definitely tried to gang up on him 3 against 1, get a little physical. It's probably a good thing he left, because I would have been making a call like, you guys packing y'all thing? Make sure y'all pack y'all things and y'all exit the premises. We could discuss our marriage later. Because now, like he said, he's the bad guy. The stepdad is the bad guy. Now, and half the time it's just not the stepdad. It be the husbands that always the bad guy. Women, it's not all women. I'm definitely not saying all women, man. I'm not saying that. It's a lot of women that respect the authority of a man and respect what a man brings to the table, especially in this world that we living in. But I'm not about to be taking disrespect from my stepkids, and I'm not about to allow my wife to display that type of behavior and back that type of behavior up. I'm not going to let that happen. You need to go. This relationship is not worth it. But we don't even need to go further into this video, because he said everything he needed to say within the first, 49 seconds? There's a lot of examples out there like this. But I appreciate y'all dialing in. If y'all got any comments, comment below. Appreciate y'all watching the Carlos Marquis channel. Live or Starve, Life Over Stress. I'll holler back at y'all.